Hello peeps and welcome back to Material Energy Cubed, episode 33. I have done some work on camera as usual, or off camera as usual, and I've come to a couple of startling revelations. We'll get to that in a little bit. First of all, progress. 7 sextuple, 8 septuple, so 2 more of these bad boys and we are done with this. So we're getting very, very close. I went ahead and started the drum quest. I have a liquid XP drum down here that I've been draining off any levels that I get. I've been keeping up with pay to win as much as possible, buying the ore halicum and deep iron orbs in the legendary reward bags. On the subject, let's go open a couple of those because I have 2 of them. So, first one. Time Machine 5 with looting 10. What the hell? Okay. Sure, why not? And hey, look at this. A whole bunch of bees. Holy crap, that includes a lot of the bees that I needed. Wow. Okay. So that might actually save me a lot of work. Anyway, well, maybe not so much, but I went ahead and completed this out here. It's a large, nice grassy field with blue maho fencing all around it, and I have my bees up here now. They are set up over here. They're quite nice and happy. And I have a dedicated ME system just for my bees. Now, I haven't completed this yet. There's no automatic input or output because I haven't gotten that far yet. I did, however, move my mutatron and my mutagen producer up here, and I've produced some more mutagen. And I've been keeping all of my bees in here. So we're going to go ahead and toss all of these pretty little bees right in here. And the production upgrades too, why not? Okay, and let's go check on the power plant. The power plant seems to have stabilized a little bit. If we go down here and take a look, we have 3.5 resonant energy cells full of energy. And these things are quite happily charging, and they've pretty much stabilized their levels. But it has occurred to me that this circuit might be completely unnecessary, because these things, when they are not generating charge, will discharge on their own. So, you know, if it becomes nighttime, which it's about to, or no, I guess it's about morning. So, yeah, the circuit is necessary. Okay, never mind. But yeah, once these get full, it discharges into these, and I have multiple hookups for these now, so we can actually take in more power. I'm going to have to make some more of those soon. Now, over here, I have a biomass drum that's completely full of biomass. Yeah, on shocking revelation number 1, I went way overboard with those fermenters. Because in my off-camera testing, I determined that 1 fermenter, notice these other 2 are unhooked now. They're not producing anything for me. I took all the stuff out of them. 1 fermenter is enough to supply 30 stills. I would need 90 stills to keep up with this. It's stupid. Let's go ahead and remove this. To remove these drums, you right-click it with a stick. Yeah, I would need 30 of these stupid things to keep up with that. And one of these stills powered by, or 30 of these stills powered by one of these things is enough to power a stack of these compression dynamos. So it's ridiculous. If we go to Victory Monument, we have now detected we have a biomass drum. Now, I don't really need the biomass drum. I can just pull all the biomass back out of it. But honestly, I'm producing far more biomass than I'll ever use now. Which leads me to shocking revelation number 2. It turns out that these energy conduits suck. Like, bad. Let me show you guys a better way to deal with large amounts of power. Now, we're going to need 2 resonant energy cells for this, preferably almost empty. I'm going to have to make some, aren't I? It's okay. Let's go ahead and make 2 resonant energy cells. We need a redstone energy cell frame full, so we're going to need 2 of those. And I have enough endarium to do this. Well, I haven't enough to melt anything down. We will need to transpose some molten redstone into this thing. So let's go ahead and toggle to fill. We'll toggle this to up. And we'll start filling. I'm going to need some more molten redstone. So we may as well go ahead and get cooking on that now, because this is enough to fill 1. There we go. That'll happily do it for me. Just whenever it's done. Now I'm going to need some more electrum, which I think I have enough to do this actually. Oh, we're almost done. Let's just wait for this thing. We may as well just wait for it. Come on, give it up. Give it up. Thank you. Now we'll toggle this thing to fill, and we'll switch that back to receiving mode. Actually, I kind of want this to be on... Yeah, we'll do it like that for the moment. Let's put this in here. Let's make 2 of these. And with that, let's make 2 of these. Now, we're also going to need a few of these energy... where are they? Transfer node energy. We need a few of these. So I'm just going to make 16 of those. We're going to make 2 of these. And we're going to need some of this energy pipe. Now, what are we going to need this for? Well, I made a couple of nether stars off camera. Let's go set something up that's going to be totally awesome. You guys remember this setup I did off camera last episode, right? Yeah, it turns out that this was completely stupid. This was not the right way to go about this, and actually I didn't even need these. This setup was totally stupid. Totally pointless. This is all you need. Stop it. Now, when you first create these, remember that they are only going to be in 2000 input mode. You have to switch these to 10,000 input and 10,000 output, because it takes the settings from the redstone energy cell, since you can't create these things directly. If you spawn one in, then it comes out at 10,000. And all we have to do is feed this thing a nether star. Let's go ahead and feed it a nether star, right? Okay, we're feeding it a nether star. I'm going to go into creative mode just to show you guys how this works. Now, when this thing gets its nether star, it's going to start powering. And as soon as it gets there, come on. Come on, anytime now. You can do it. You can do it. Let's go. There we go. Power level 4960. Notice we are not accumulating any power. That's because these things are charging at light speed. These things are capable of keeping up with this. Now, I don't know if it's necessary, but you can also do this. if you're worried that it's not going to be able to handle all the power that's coming in at it. Look at how fast these things are going up. That's one nether star. I can make these things essentially for free. I can make these things out of trees, guys. Not the resonant energy cells, but the nether stars I can make out of trees. Cellulose, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. If I wanted to, I could even make the frickin' Copernicum out of it. So, screw that. Screw the power plant. This is all the power we need. And it just so happens that one nether star produces just enough power to fill 2 resonant energy cells completely full. Who needs it? Who needs any other power generation than these stupid nether star generators once you can get your hands on them? All you have to do is set it up just like this. Nether star generator with transfer node on each side. Notice it doesn't even have to... You don't even have to have anything in here. With some energy pipe going into a couple of resonant energy cells. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 495,000, 49,562,260. And 48,741,741. One nether star fills 2 resonant energy cells. And now, if we want it to be totally cheeky, we could put these... Well, let me come out of game mode. Back to game mode survival. We can put these energy nodes on here. We can set these to output to the front. We can put these ender transmitters in here. And remember the ender receiver we have up there? Maybe it's full? Or maybe I did something wrong up there? I don't know. Regardless, I mean, now, there is one minor downside to using the energy transfer nodes. They do have a tiny little bit of loss. Holding 601 RF. Okay. Is that actually going to do anything, or... Maybe I just had to reset the frequency? I lost one somewhere. Guys, you have tormented the cat enough. Who's crying? I can't tell if they're playing or if they're fighting. I think that's play. Okay. So, yeah, I don't have to worry too much about any of that crap. And the best part, here's the best part, guys. If I make one more of these things, and a bunch more of these energy pipes, which, by the way, if you think these things are going to be expensive, you're wrong. Compared to everything else, these things are super cheap. Now, where is my power for my upstairs? Oh, it's right here. Well, there's a transfer node energy right here. I've been using it, but I don't think I really need to use that anymore, do you? Let's bore through there. Pop that down. Oh yeah, and this conduit here, useless. We can do it so much better. And the best part about all of this is, you can cover these things up with facades. So you can hide them, just like you can the conduits. They're cheaper, they transfer more energy. The only downside that I've found is that there is a slight upkeep cost. It uses a couple RF a second to maintain it. Now, it does have to check every once in a while to find all of the connections that it's going to need to use, but, I mean, really? It's... Why wouldn't you use these? It seems silly to me not to use these. So, let's use them. We're going to run this all the way up to the ceiling. Vixen! Hello, sweetie. Oh, look. There's our connection. Well, we never have to worry about powering that again. Now, I'm not going to hook the ME system up to it because it's got all of these energy cells attached to it, and that's going to very quickly drain the power plant. So, there's no point in doing that. I'm going to pull this off, though. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this transfer node. I'm going to wait for it to drain, but... Now, my question, I guess, is where is it draining to? We're powering 17 connections, but nothing's running. Also, I want to move these, so I'm going to break them off. There we go. Oh, wait, I know what connection it was powering. Let's break that cable. We don't need that one there. It was also powering the ones downstairs. The still and the... Yeah, the other thing. It was powering those too. So, don't have to power that anymore. Just put a stone brick there. That's going to drive me nuts. Let's not just put a stone brick there. I think it's these. Yes. And then we need a carpenter's wedge slope. And what is this? Marble? Just raw marble, I think. No, wasn't raw marble. Marble block. There it is. Put that down. Marble block. Yep, good. Alright. Now, another thing I've done off camera. I'll hook all of that up later. Right now it's being powered perfectly fine. And right now the bees are being run off of independent power. They're being run off of this resonant energy cell, which is totally empty, so I may as well just take the time to connect this, huh? Okay. Break that out. See what I mean about the facades? Or microblock, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's go ahead and start. I need a shovel if I'm going to do this. Let's get this Ceraclace shovel. I've never tried this one. It's sucrose coated. I don't know why you would coat a shovel in sugar, but whatever. And I need a connection to the rest of this. So I think I'm just going to connect it right through here. Whoa, hello. Ouch. Yeah, I'm going to connect it right through here. We're going to break that off. And I think I'm actually going to dig this marble out. I'm going to run it through here. Because that'll allow me to run it under the floor. And then I can use microblocks to cover it. I won't really need one there. Yeah, I can use microblocks to cover that. And then I can just put the factory blocks back down. Might as well get our saw. And we'll put a carpenter's wedge slope right here. Put a marble block on that. And then we will cut the marble block down. Or no, we won't. Okay, I guess we're not doing facades here. Or I guess we could do, we can do a facade out of some other material. Doesn't matter. Alright, I do need to know where I'm coming through. So, right here's where we're coming through. And then I've got my blue mayho planks here, blue mayho planks to keep everything nice and sturdy for me on the bottom. We'll just run some energy pipes. Now it may take a little while in order for it to recognize the connection here. So it may not immediately fire up. See what I mean? I love that. Makes it so much easier to hide your wiring. I love that microblocks work on these things. Now, I would imagine by the time I get done putting these down, we should see my bees working again. Oops. Helps if I don't do that. So I may have to search for the connection again now. Anything that breaks this connection causes the entire thing basically to reset. Okay, we can see we have plenty of power. The only reason these things aren't running is because I took the automation upgrades out. But if we look here, we're going to see this ME controller should be gaining energy. Or is this already completely full? This is already completely full, which is good. That means that it's only going to draw the energy that it needs to run the system. It's not going to draw huge amounts of power just because I have crap there. So I like that. If I manually recombine, say, let's say we recombine the blue for right now. Actually, no, let's not recombine the blue. I have a crap load of blue bees. I can't even put these things back. That's fine. Blue bee, go away. Let's recombine the red. And we should not be seeing this RF go down. It's being supplied by our main power plant, which right now is just running off solar, and I believe we should now be getting some power from outside. Let's go check. Then after we check on these, I have something else I've done off camera that was just totally tedious. Oh yeah, we're draining power out of these. Power is draining out of those, going upstairs to our main power plant. We should see these things getting nice and full. Yeah, look at that. Last resonant energy cell is filling up nicely. If we switch this thing to have the input off, we can see how fast we're actually using power. Not very fast. And notice that the power level on these has gone down. That's because it actually switched into transmission mode, transmitted its power, and we're all good. So, yeah, I may not even work on this. Well, I mean, I have to do biofuel, ethanol, because one of the quests requires you to do ethanol. But, I mean, that's neither here nor there. Let's put these resonant energy cells away. I'll hook them up to the power plant at some point, I'm sure. Put these energy pipes away. Put the heated redstone generators away. We don't need those anymore. And let's come down to this level and get my steak. And I have a cow trapped here. And I have a milk bucket full here. Guess what I was doing off camera? Milk drum, biomass drum. Let's get the easy one out of the way. Water drum, no problem. Now, the rest of these are going to take a little work. Lava's not too bad. Ethanol's going to suck. How are we doing on this? Oh, we're so close. We are so close to having that done. Okay, in this chest, I have some of these gene samples. I also have a genetic template that's 12 of 13. This is the missing gene. So if I do this, then I have a genetic template that allows me to perfectly recreate a diligent bee. Why did I do this? Because if we take a look in the genetics lab, we have to make a whole bunch of these colored bees, which come off of white, black, blue, yellow, and red. If we take a look at the white bee, it requires diligent and wintry. The black bee is white and diligent. The red bee is common and diligent. The blue bee is forest and diligent. And the yellow bee is modest and diligent. So these are all a variant of diligent. Now, I have a very limited supply of some of these bees. However, I can make a crap ton of common bees just by doing this. This quest right here gives me 2 common bees every time I do it, right? Let's grab some of these energy pipes, just in case I don't have them. Let's grab our genetics labware, which I already have. Let's head out here. Now, let's put down right here our genetic imprinter. This thing is going to hopefully fill up with power very quickly. Remember that the power plant has to actually seek and find this thing before it can start filling it. Now, I could go put a couple of speed upgrades in the thing, and that would increase the rate at which it seeks the network. I might actually do that, because it could take a while to seek this. We'll put the labware in here, and we're going to find common bees. Well, it just turns out I have 4 princesses. Let's grab 3 of them. Oh, it found it. So now it's loading up with energy. We're going to put our genetic template in here. We're going to put a common princess in here. It's going to eat the princess. It's going to work through. And I love the transfer rate of these cables too. These cables are limited on the transfer rate. These don't appear to be limited. So I love these energy pipes. Hey, check it out. I have a diligent princess now. And it doesn't use the genetic template. So you can keep using this template. Basically, what this means is that every time I can turn in this quest, I don't get 2 common princesses, I get 2 diligent princesses. And those diligent princesses I can combine with other bees. Wait, can I do this again? No, but I can do this again. Not yet. I don't have the stuff on me. Alright. What that means is that I can start doing all of this crap. Black honey drops. I need black bees. A black bee is a white bee plus a diligent bee. Well, I've been doing some white bees. And my red bees are done now too. Let's go ahead and get our production upgrades and pop those in here. We're going to take our lifespan upgrades off, because we don't want to be killing the bees now. And let's get a white drone. We only need 1. Come on. And in the advanced mutatron, we're going to put a diligent princess and a white drone. That's going to get us a black queen. It also just started raining, so these bees aren't going to want to work because I don't have rain shields in these yet. So let's go sleep. Kind of wish it was actually a use for milk. It says right now I can't really think of a use for milk. Let's clean up my inventory a little bit. I don't need any of this crap. I don't need the grass block covers at the moment. I don't need the factory blocks. Turns out I don't need the energy pipes. I don't need gene samples. Don't need that flour. Done with the shovel. Let's go ahead and get our stacks, our coins, and our bullion. And let's see if we can do any more pay-to-wins. The legendary reward bag has re-unlocked, so let's claim another one of those. More princesses has not unlocked yet. The ore halicum orb has unlocked. I don't want the promethium, I want the deep iron. And free XP is unlocked. This princess one should be unlocking any minute. I'm gonna go stand over here and boom. It's gonna drain out our experience and it's gonna fill this liquid XP bucket. The amount of experience we actually have, I mean, it doesn't matter what level you are. You're gaining the same amount of experience no matter what, and this is going to convert it to the same amount of experience no matter what level you are. So there's no point in waiting until it all drains. Let's go ahead and claim our legendary reward bag. 2 of these 81 upgrades and 4 of these 243 upgrades. I noticed that these 243 upgrades are completely and totally useless. You can't expand a barrel big enough to use these things, and you can't break them down into smaller ones. So they're pointless. That's like a troll reward. We don't need the transposer or the sampler at the moment. I'm going to put those away. Bees unlocked? No? Come on, bees. Whatever. We don't really need the bees to unlock yet. How are we doing on our quest? Oh, so close. 7. 7 here. 3 there. We're going to complete that quest this episode, I swear it. Go ahead and collect our ender pearls. Now, if I was being smart about this, I would actually plant these ender pearls on endstone, because the ender cores grow them the fastest, but endstone gives you a chance of getting more seeds, which in the long run would equal more pearls. But right now I don't really care that much. We're getting black colored combs. Awesome. Now, we also need magenta. A magenta bee is a combination of a blue and a pink. Well, just so happens I have an extra blue princess. I also have a blue queen here. Goodness knows I have enough pink drones. So let's go ahead and put blue and pink to get our magenta queen. There we go, magenta queen. We're going to throw her in here, not with the lifespan upgrades. And then, what's the last one for genetics lab? The last one for genetics lab is cyan. A cyan bee is a combination of a blue and a green. Green is blue and yellow. Now, I have a light blue, I have a blue queen, and I have an extra blue princess. Good. So we're going to take the extra blue princess. We're going to take our yellow princess. And I'm not too concerned about using up the primary colors because they're easy enough to make them again. Let's get a blue drone. And we're going to combine the yellow princess and the blue drone to get a green. We're going to put the green bee in this last one. And this one we are going to leave the lifespan upgrades in because we want this bee to die fairly fast. And then as soon as that green one is dead, we'll take one of its drones and combine it with this blue princess, and that's going to get us our cyan princess. Now, that's all well and good, but I currently don't have a way to process the combs, do I? Well, actually I do. I just haven't set it up yet. We're going to need some supplies. We need some export buses, but we don't want precision export buses. We want fuzzy export buses. The fuzzy export bus is a regular export bus and an advanced processor, which uses a diamond. We're going to need 3 of these things. We're also going to need 3 precision import buses. We're going to need some of this red ME cable. Now, in the meantime, let's go ahead and cook these. Let's go ahead and make our basic buses, which requires these, which is going to require some of these cables, which is going to require more Fluix dust. And interface glass. Always running out of something. Take our blank gene samples and toss them in here. We'll take half of this sand and toss it in the other furnace to double our production rate. I tell you what, there are times when I really, really wish that industrial craft was installed in this mod pack just for the induction furnaces. Those things are so bloody fast, I love them. Oops. Yeah, that's right. We need 2 more of you to turn into 1, 2, 3 of you to turn into 3 of you. Now, we got some cable. This cable, I'm actually going to set up going into the air a little bit, because I don't want this cable to be on the floor where I'm going to trip all over it. So we're going to go up from this drive. We're just going to go 3 high. We're going to come over here. Now, I made some more centrifuges. I have 4 of them now. So I actually need 1 more of each of these things. Damn it. Oh well, I'll make them off camera. Fuzzy export buses on the top. Precision import buses on the back. Connected by cable. Just like that. These import buses we're going to set to stack mode. This export bus we are going to set to stack mode. Now I want to get my dripping combs out of here before I do this, because I need these dripping combs for something. But if we put a stringy comb in here, if we take a look at these centrifuges, it's not necessarily going to put stringy combs in here. The fuzzy bus looks at it and it sees a comb and it says, well, that's a comb. It doesn't have to be the one it's specified. Any comb is good enough for me. So, yeah, we're going to throw some frozen combs in there, and I think it'll even work with the red and the blue. Now, do I have my carpenter down? I don't have my carpenter down. Let's put my carpenter down. Let's get a few water buckets while we're at it. No. We want to take it from the water source, not... There we go. Let's get the carpenter. And the crates. Do I have any empty crates? Crated bricks, crated cookies, crated everything. Crated nether wart. I didn't know I had that. Wonder if I left my crates out here. No. So used to looking for redstone energy conduits that... How are we doing? Are we done? Are we done? We're done! We are done! We are done! That is an octuple compressed cobblestone. 43 million. Cobblestone. Claim that reward. It better be legendary. Oh yeah. Ender generators and I have endered. Totally bloody useless. Well, we weren't doing it for the reward, we were doing it for the completion, right? Pop this thing down, put this carpenter on here, wait for it to seek. In the meantime, we're going to load it full of water. And we're going to come over here and see if my crates are in here. No? Where the hell did I put my crates? Well, for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to give this thing the recipe for crated dripping combs. And I put the crates somewhere. And again, this episode's going to run a little long, because I want to do this before I quit. Crates? No. Crates? No. Hello? Crates anywhere? I have absolutely no empty crates. I know I have empty crates somewhere. What the hell did I do with them? Did I leave them down in the old bee place? No, that's just a bunch of wood and stuff. There they are. There's some metal in there too. I really should finish cleaning this up. Okay, the reason why I wanted these is because there is a quest that we can complete in Genetics Lab. Packaged dripping combs. Notice it says unlocks one quest elsewhere. I'm wondering what that quest is. It wants 10 crated dripping combs, which means we need 90 combs, and we have plenty. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop 10 crates in here. We're going to let this crate these combs for me. Good deal. And then we're going to toss the rest of these back into the ME system and let them process. We already have 53. And here, let's go ahead and do our bee here real quick. We're going to do the blue princess with the green drone to get a cyan queen. What the hell? Do those bees not actually exist? No, they exist. They just glitched. Okay. Cyan Queen. We're going to take these lifespan upgrades out, so we don't want this one dying too fast. We're going to take our Cyan Queen, we're going to toss her in here, and she's going to start producing for us too. We have our 10 crates. I have to manually select this, and I have to do it through the QDS. So, package dripping combs. Into the hopper you go. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Claim reward. 4 stacks. Now, what did that open? Did it open you? No. Did it open something here? No. Did it open something in Victory Monument? No. So what the hell did it unlock? Did it unlock something here that I have to unlock more crap to unlock? I don't frickin' know, guys. Anyway. So, you guys have seen basically what's going on. I am probably just going to complete the Genetics Lab quest off camera, as opposed to coming through and explaining, because you guys have seen basically what's required, and you guys can go through and look up the color combinations, although most of them should be pretty straightforward. I mean, it's the same color combinations as dye. So if you want, for example, the orange drone, or the orange bees, you're going to have to combine red and yellow. I mean, it's not complicated. Anyone who's completed first grade probably knows all of the color combinations. So, yeah, it's just a bunch of boring, tedious, busy work, and I think I'm going to do it off camera. So, this is where I'm going to call this episode. I'm running on 50 minutes. This has been Night Dagger with episode 33 of Material Energy Cubed. I'm going to do some more work on these bees off camera, and I will catch you later, peeps.